Hey kids, Dad here. I'm on 35 minutes and counting on the elliptical today in the barn. Today being Sunday, January 18th, 2026. It's about, 11 a.m. by now. Just got the phone with Grandpa Kevin. He had texted me, let me start over, back up my day. Woke up, did my men's support group thing. I think I talked about that at length a little bit yesterday. And then prayed, got some scrambled eggs for breakfast, and then I sat down for church. What I do is a church called Elevation Worship. They're the church I saw the concert of back in October, a couple of friends of mine. And they're in North Carolina, so I watched it live online on YouTube. They have a YouTube live feed. So I was watching that. After about the first 20 minutes, I was getting a little stir crazy sitting in my room. I go a little bit stir crazy this time of year, especially down here in Winnebago, guys. It's nothing but wind and blowing snow, constant whiteouts. So I recognized yesterday the American flag out front. I don't know if you guys have seen, hopefully look it up and see someday. We got a deuce and a half, 2.5 ton truck from the Korean War out there. And we got a bunch of flags behind it. The highest one, the middle one being the American flag. I noticed yesterday in the high winds and kind of blizzard we had, the bottom stripe was starting to tear off it. So the bottom stripe was kind of flapping separately from the rest of the flag. Well, I am not going to let at a House of Veterans there be a bad flag flying. So anyhow, about 10:40 or so during that church service, I put in my earbuds, had it playing on my phone, went out there, took down the old flag, didn't let it touch the ground, folded it up neatly. It's going to be retired. And I brought that inside, brought out the new flag, brand new one, raised it up, gave it a quick hand salute, tied it up tight. So now we got a fresh flag out there. Retiring a flag, by the way, there's a process to that. There's some flexibility, but you don't want a flag to ever touch the ground. Too many men traded their sweat, blood, and lives to keep that flag flying. Out of honor and respect for them, do not let that flag touch the ground. When one gets beat up and worn, like the one down here was, from these winter storms, high winds, you get 30, 40 mile an hour winds down here every day. It starts getting frayed, it starts getting worn. You want to take it down, right? And you want to do what's called retire it. To do that, after you take it down, you're going to typically, you got two options. One is, a lot of American Legions, or VFWs, will have a drop box. The one in Apple Valley has a little drop box. And you can take it there, put that old worn flag in that drop box, and typically like the Boy Scouts or the Legion, in the spring, in the summer, a couple times a year, we'll take all the flags out of that drop box, and they will have a retirement ceremony for the flags. That's what most people do. But for someone like me, for a lot of veterans who kind of know the process, who take it seriously, I'm not going to do that part. I'm going to skip ahead. Took this flag down, and I put it in a little box inside Bravo Zulu House. And I labeled the box, retire. And come this spring, what we're going to do is we're going to burn it. Now, flag burning is kind of a controversial thing. Sometimes you'll see protesters standing outside on the street, and they'll burn an American flag saying, "Fuck America." And they'll burn a flag. That's not what you do in a retire flag. To dispose of it, to properly dispose of a flag, typical approach is to burn it, but, and this is the important but, we're going to go outside in the backyard, in the bonfire. We're going to clean out all the ashes from that fire pit. We'll put just enough to burn it in there, a couple of logs, a couple little starter kindling. Once we get a decent flame, we'll give a respectful salute. We'll either say maybe the Pledge of Allegiance, maybe the national anthem, and we'll respectfully place that flag into the fire to allow it to burn, probably maintaining some moments of silence during it, waiting for it to finish burning. And then when it's done burning, we're going to collect those ashes scoop up all the ashes, and we're either going to bury those ashes, or we may scatter those ashes over a special area. So we'll do one of those two here. This spring, clean out the old ashes in that fire pit, start a fire, have a respectful ceremony, again, including either Pledge of Allegiance or National Anthem. Probably if anybody else wants to say a word or two, they'd be welcome to. Place the flag on the flames. Hold a moment of silence as it burns. And after it's done burning, collect the ashes, bury them or scatter them. So that's what's going to happen to Bravo Zulu House flag number 1, which is not currently worn, in a box marked retire inside the house. Flag number 2, currently flying out there as of this morning. So anyhow, I would hope and pray that you kids see this video someday, and that you bear in mind, anytime you see someone maybe out in the street mishandling a flag, which includes putting it on the ground, letting it touch the ground, maybe you just remember that that's something you would not choose to do. They have the right to do whatever they want. They can put their flag on the ground if they want to put their flag on the ground. That's their right. But what I choose to do, what I hope you would choose to do, is to recognize and appreciate the hundreds of thousands of men in our history since the 1700s who have sweat, suffered, bled, and died to keep that flag flying. So let's honor them and their sacrifice by keeping it flying for them. I would further hope you guys never disrespect the flag by doing something like spitting on it, stomping on it, burning it in protest. I would hope and pray you guys never ever do that. I would hope that you guys are better kids than that. I can tell you it would break my heart in more ways than I could explain if I ever saw or heard of you guys doing that. I hope you guys protest. I hope you guys go out there and protest and vote and say whatever you believe, stand up for it, advocate for it, shout it, scream it, however you like, for it, whatever issues matter to you or are important to you. That's something that is absolutely your right. And those same guys who sweat and bled and suffered and died, they did it so that you could protest, so that you could say, I don't like what the government's doing. But there's a lot of ways to protest that don't include burning that flag or disrespecting that flag. I hope and pray that you guys will see this video someday. And this is maybe one of those things that I say, even if you don't understand it, just do it for Dad. Please, respect the flag. It's your message of the day. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. We'll talk soon. Cheers.